Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 8 of our class together. I just wanted to record a video to kind of remind you what you're responsible for this week. So last week, if you remember, we really did talked about like interview strategies. So, part of deciding a major, what we want to do is also talking about, okay, how do I accomplish that? How do I land an interview? So we talked a little about interview strategies last week, and then started, really thinking about, okay, specific majors and careers we want to explore a little bit. What kind of general majors or themes are we thinking of? And so this week, you basically have a few things that you're responsible for. One is this week, you're going to, of course, participate in the weekly discussion, which is on the idea of building your brand. The initial post, as always, is due Thursday at midnight. You need to respond to 2 classmates' posts by Sunday at midnight. So that assignment you have this week's pretty simple, but it is to get you to start thinking about what is your brand, and when it comes to your brand, it's kind of the concept of, what makes me stand out? What do I want people to think about when they see me? If someone were to look at my Instagram, what are my Instagram, my social media, what does that say about me? When we think about brands like Nike, right? When you see an image, certain things come to mind, or you see the McDonald's logo, certain things come to mind. So branding is that concept of like, what do I want to come to mind when people see me or think about me? And the other thing is you're going to write your resume this week. This is really important. So to write your resume, I'm going to have you submit your resume, an updated resume based on what I have here in Canvas. So I clicked on career plan resume writing, which has some information, but most importantly, I want you to watch this video here of how to write your resume. And I have a bunch of guidelines here, and I also have a bunch of sample resumes. And so these sample resumes are often with people that have 0 paid work experience. So this first person's resume, Andy, has 0 paid work experience. And so these are some samples based off the presentation that we have in Canvas. So yeah, just make sure you complete this week's assignment, 2 assignments. So the weekly discussion, initial post due by Thursday, respond to 2 classmates by Sunday at midnight, and then develop your resume. And the resume, I will be strict on this. Make sure you develop the resume based off the content we're teaching you. Don't submit like an old one. People often do that. And don't submit a template. Don't use a template in Word, right? Or in Canva or whatever. Make sure you're using a plain Google Doc. Anyways, hope you all have a wonderful week. And as always, if you have questions, let me know.